Alright, today we're going to work on the FRS, the headers of course. So, as I showed y'all before, these headers are about to go on. These are the hardware for it. They gave me extension for the O2 sensor. I don't know which one it needs to go on. 2 gaskets, pretty durable, really thick. They have the manual, which, you know, I really don't need the manual. The bolts are here. Air freshener. It smells really good. It smells like lavender and grass. Sticker. They send a hat as well. Pretty cool. It's a stretchy hat. Elastic hat, whatever you call it. Let's get to it. Let's see how much I could get done with the camera. I have to charge it too, so let's go. So what I did so far is spray a little PB blaster on there. This is one of the O2 sensors. It hooks up right here. There's a gray and a black. Really convenient to put them right next to each other. And what I did was just pull out the little tabs. There's 2 tabs right there, as well as this one. There's 2 tabs that goes into here, one down there. Now I'm just gonna go under the car and take off that bottom shield. It looks like it's plastic pieces, I'm not sure. But let's go find out. Okay, there are bolts and also those plastic tabs that you take out all around. So all around there. And then you could drop this shield down and I guess get to work. One bolt there, one bolt under there, one bolt over here, as well as the other side. One there, one over there, and one right up in there. And get this one off right here, and that one off right there, and it should just drop right out. Would it? No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't just drop out. You'll need to push this back, which means you'll have to move that bracket, disconnect that one, and move this whole system with the cat backwards. Yeah, pretty much. That's what I'm seeing. So those 2 bolts is out right there. Pretty easy. 14mm wrench. Take out the O2 sensors when it's on the floor, because getting up in there, it's not going to be really easy to get that O2 sensor out of there. This one maybe. I'm going to try not to touch that down there and see if I could unbolt these, have it drop down past the bolts and pull it out this way forward towards the front of the bumper. Let's try. You have to do it the other way. Take off that one bolt, push the bracket back, because it has a hook. You take it off the hook, push it back without unbolting the ones all the way back there. And, you know, it gave me enough play, you know, enough play like this to take it out, wiggle it and move it. So there we go. 2 over there, 2 over here. Not so difficult. So that's the space I needed. So now I'm gonna just take this catalytic converter out of here. This O2 sensor out of the catalytic converter. The size I got to fit perfectly around there is 7/8. If the connector could go through, it's best to go all the way down and use this side, so that way you don't round it off by using this side. See, it has a little play in there. So let's try that one out. Here's a connector. It wasn't as difficult as I thought. too. The one in the front has this little peak. The one in the back is more squared off. So there you go. So that way you can't mix it up at all. This one is extension. Not too tight because the next person is going to strip it. Now I'm going to put the gasket from the old one on this, just like this, with the mounting hardware. Now you can put everything back on over there on the hook, only because this one you could back out the bolt on your own. The other one is actually mounted in there. It's just easy like this. Just push it back up and the hook will clamp it back. And that's it. Put the bolt back in. Somebody's coming. Listen. You can hear from a mile away. But anyway, yes, I'm gonna put those gaskets back up here first. Just rest them up here. What's that? You hear Nathan's car? Yeah. It's coming. Alright, so let's get to that. Let's fix this up here, put the gaskets back up on here, and continue working. Let's go. Alright, so far I put the gaskets up here. Those two, I just put them up and just lean them forward just a little bit so that they stay. And once I put the headers up there, I'll just, mount it up there and it should just go on smoothly. As well as the O2 sensors, just run the wires up here, tuck it up here somewhere while I'm putting the headers up in place, so that way it doesn't hang down this way and get caught up on anything. Just as I said before, you don't need to, take off that whole thing back there, just the bolt, and once you chuck it back up in there, because these bolts are removable, you could still put it up here as flush as possible, put the gasket in there, and put the bolt in there, and everything will work just perfectly. Now just put everything back in, all the bolts. I already hooked up the O2 sensors, well, Eric did, my buddy. He put up the two O2 sensors up there. He already plugged them up. And that's about it. Just bolt and start. This one's going to be the little difficult one. Only because where it's sitting now. It's in between, but it could be done. What you could do is just get a wobble joint, an angle joint, whichever one. Wobble, wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby. I know y'all really can't see, but or maybe can. Right now, this is how I'm turning it in, like this, just a little at a time, till I get it tightened. I tried using every tool that I have, you know, sockets, universal bends, wobble joints. Nothing really works, so just like this, I'm just gonna go in until it gets snug and try to get something up in there like a socket and see if it works afterwards. So y'all want to know how I'm getting that one, like how would I get it tightened really tight? I figured it out right here, just like this. I have an impact 14 adapter, 3/8 to a 1/2 inch, because the ratchet is 3/8 ratchet, so I have a 1/2 inch that goes onto there, and I'm doing it just like this, and I bend it about 45 degrees, I think, just like that, and then turn. My gosh, the tools I have. Invest in your tools, it will pay off in the long run. Defeated. I was about to get a headache, but that worked out perfectly fine. Alright, let me finish up bolting up these two. Finish tightening that one back there, because I didn't tighten that one. I just put the bolt back in my hand. Is the first start, first original start. There we go. Put it back here so you can hear it. Let's rev it. Make sure y'all can get a good glimpse of everything. Here we go. I don't know if you heard a different tone or pitch of the muffler when I was revving it. but one was regular. The first couple of revs was regular, and the other 3 or 4 was in sport mode. So that's the difference. You could actually hear the difference now, like way bigger. But now I'm just gonna go around looking for leaks and put everything back together. The bottom shield, that is. It just sounds like a beast. It just idles like a beast now. On my phone. And let's give her a rev. Gonna go under here with my little my special tool. This is a special tool that people don't know about. Yes, a rubber hose. Stick it to your ear and pass the other end around and listen for stuff. A little leak on this side and same on the other side. Had a little leak there. I don't know if you could see it. I'll show you as best as I can. Right there, there's a little bluish mark right here. So I don't know how well you're gonna see. I'm just gonna turn it so somewhat you'll see it whenever it appears. There's a bluish mark like a butterfly wing. So that's where it was coming out on this end, as well as the other side in the same place. 2 things it could be. I don't know if you can see it. This part on the top here is really flat. The other part has a ridge on it. So it could be that you have to flip it over. I don't know. Was it loud?
Yeah.
You didn't get scared?
No.
Okay. When I lift up all the foaming and stuff like that, I mean, yes, that's where all the manual and stuff was, but on top of that, they send you a Laffy Taffy. Maybe it's just only for FRS. Who knows? That's crazy.
Rest in pieces to the FRS, aka to the group Waste, the FRS that could, and aka to me, the Panda. And to the owner, his Instagram, Patrick Wetzel, my baby, he didn't even get a chance to even experience the look, the power, the speed, and the sound physically. Still deployed in Kuwait, a week later after I did the headers, the person who was driving it was not at fault and came out from it with just a torn ligament in his shoulder. Thank God he's still alive.